Already today's daily challenge, the Financier itself, unskilled, no interrogation, and no moving bodies. It's mainly going to be about no interrogation since we can't actually interrogate people, which means that we're gonna have to hack. But aside from that, there's unskilled, which is gonna be rather irritating for trying to do things throughout, but aside from that, there's also no moving bodies, which means that we should probably move you over here to try and make sure that everything goes well. And then of course we need to pick up this gun just so that it's gone now, so that no one thinks about it. But that's really about it. So as long as no one sees whatever's going on over here, we should do just fine. At least that's the plan. So now we've got 3 power boxes that we're gonna have to find and actually rewire, with it being actually unskilled, so it should go generally fine, but who knows, it might go terribly wrong at some point in the future. So we're just gonna start by rewiring. Hopefully no one's gonna walk too close to the window. I'm looking at you there, Ryan. And then afterwards we're just gonna continue waiting. It's gonna get rewired and everything's gonna be absolutely fantastic. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna loot this camera since the guards will. I mean, the guard is facing over there, which does make this quite a good time since I'm pretty sure that guard just moved from over there, which does make this quite convenient. So now that we're done doing this, we can just go across the map and do the last one, which should be somewhere vaguely over, well, I suppose that answers it. If it's not over here, it has to be over there, since it's not anywhere else. Which is not that complicated. All we have to do is just go over here. Except that there's a camera right over there, which, frankly, is just bordering on being an insult. But regardless, we're going to loop this one, so that we can go over here and comfortably loop this one, even though we didn't really have to, but we have to get a guard return, don't we? Well, the guard's stuck, so this is my solution. This is my solution. And you're gonna walk away, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Why are you there? No, just no. Right, everyone else keep walking. We're gonna do this, we're gonna see if you continue detecting us. And since the answer's no, I'm just gonna rewire it. And I'm just gonna ignore whatever's going on over here, because I don't have to care about it. Which means I'm also gonna loop this camera since it's convenient, so we're just gonna take advantage of it since it's kind of how this works. And then afterwards we're gonna run through here, hopefully try and... We're going a different way. There's no computer over here. There's a body over here for I wonder what reasons. But we're just gonna go through here, and we're just gonna check all of the areas that are hidden from outside view. Which is actually, technically, most of them, but it should be fine. But this does make it quite convenient, since this is quite literally the first spot that we could possibly ever check. So we're just gonna start hacking that, and, well, we've got a bit of time to do things, such as, well, trying to reduce the amount of guards, which would be quite nice. But also, since this room's empty, remove some rather frustrating photographs, which I will very happily take advantage of, since this is genuinely quite a good time to do this, just so that we can maybe try and have a save that's somewhere nicer later on. Ryan's over here, I want to get out of here. It's quite simple, really, because when Ryan's here, someone else follows, and that person isn't very, very nice. So we're just gonna avoid having disaster strike. We're gonna go through here instead, and we're just gonna see what's over here. Well, that's not great progress, is it? So we're just gonna go over here now, and since there's, well, absolutely no one, we could just get this photograph down, and maybe it won't be over here. And maybe that'll be fantastic. There's still that spot over here, which I suppose I'll care enough to remove as well, but we don't really need to. But now that makes things even simpler. So we're just gonna walk past you, through whatever this meso detection is, which is completely more than we would actually like, since this is making everything much more risky, but I mean, we haven't been caught so far, so there's not really a reason to complain about anything. And then again, the photograph is in an absolutely lovely place, so we're just gonna get it down, we're gonna open the safe, we're gonna grab the hard drive, and then we're gonna try and get Ryan out of here. I mean, how bad could dealing with Ryan be? This is effectively just waiting for Ryan to go somewhere nice, such as over there again. How delightful. And since we've already started the detection, we're gonna have to break it first, before we can now awkwardly walk back over here and try to avoid getting caught right now, since that's also kind of how this works. But hopefully, we'll at some point in the future find where Ryan's actually gonna go, so that we can actually, well, get Ryan out of here, which would be quite nice, but there are tree guards there. I am leaving. This is a very, very bad time to actually try and do anything for hopefully rather obvious reasons, even though I could technically shoot all 4 of them and then just run out of here. Since that will be where the bulk of the guards are, and if no one else sees for just enough time, we can just get out of here and everything's gonna be perfectly fine. Please close that door, I am stuck in the ground. How rude of you. Didn't even ask if I was alright. Now whatever that mess of pronunciation was. Great, so we're gonna be doing this very, very awkward thing called trying to do this. Which... Please keep moving. I'm trying to lure Ryan over here. That would be quite great of you, or quite nice of you. So if you could just get Ryan to walk over here, that would be absolutely fantastic. I do not want a guard over here. I want Ryan over here. That would be exactly what I want, actually. So if you could just very kindly walk in here, or if you could very kindly walk out of there, before anyone else shows up, go through here, knock you out, and then just shoot them because there's no moving bodies. We're gonna get out of here, since I am not moving a hostage throughout. But regardless, that's the daily challenge in just over 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, I mean, it's still no moving bodies, and that only really prevents us from getting no kills. Cheers everyone, have a great time!